I am not the guy that will motivate you or that will give you motivational speeches. But let me try and make some sense, and I hope it does make sense to you too. Most of you are constantly living in fear, fear of the unknown, fear of tomorrow, fear of the future, and whatsoever. And have you ever realized every time you are afraid of something, it comes to pass? Every time you fear something, that fear is confirmed. Have you ever thought about it that way? Because our bodies or our souls are actually things or agents that manipulate energies. So anytime you're loading your soul with negative energy, you end up attracting negative energy. And anytime you are afraid or you have fear in you, it basically means you are inadequate from within. And therefore, you'll attract the same inadequacy from without. So it's time for you to overcome fear. Number two, we live constantly in our past, we live constantly in the future, we forget to live in the present. What do I mean by that? I mean this, that most of you are dragging the burden from the past into your present. So you have somebody who hurt you in the past, or you have an occurrence that you went through in your past, and you still hold on to that occurrence up to now. So you're constantly living in your past, even though you can do nothing about it because the past is gone. Forgive and let it go. Now, somebody has loaded your head with the mindset that you have a future, that tomorrow is the future, that if you're suffering now, you'll do better tomorrow. It's a lie. You don't have tomorrow. You have now. So do what you have to do now. And if God gives you the grace to live tomorrow, you would have lived a complete life today. So stop living in the future, which is imaginary in your head. Stop living in the past, which is gone and dragging you behind. Simply live in your present. That is not to interpret it as do not do investments for the sake of those who will be there in the future. You can do that, but the reality is, if you want to live the best life, always focus on now. And the last one is, don't be that person who always seeks validation from people. Because anytime you're seeking validation and approval from the outside, from other people, it means from within you are so inadequate, and therefore you're thinking the external things will make you complete. You were born complete. You only need an identity. So get that identity by forgiving those people who have hurt you, by forgiving those people who imposed their identity in you. And once you get that identity, you will have the love, you will have the adequacy. Therefore, you will live life not seeking validation from people. Anytime you find yourself trying to fit in a schedule of somebody, trying to please people, trying to do things with pressure to perform better, you are always constantly seeking validation from people. Don't do that. Be yourself, live your life on your own terms. The world will adapt to that. But if you constantly adapt to the world, you are not living.